Hello, hello, hello everyone. It's Melissa here in Crafty Max. Hello again, it's me. Hey friends, I am making the cute as can be wreath today. This is kit number 1632. If you purchased this kit, thank you so very much. Now remember, this is always only a suggestion on how I make these wreaths. When you get your kit, you are more than welcome to change it up. I really encourage you guys to do that, to change it up if you want, etc., etc., etc. I'll remember what I always say. Be uniquely you. You do you better than anybody else, right? Now, this is for those of you who are going to be watching this. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. If there's any newbies that's going to be watching this, welcome to my page. I so appreciate you being here. Now, I'm going to try to keep my, in comments, I will post the link to my Etsy shop for any of those who would be interested in one of my kits. Just know that they go pretty quick, and if you want, you can always be a supporter of my page. They get first dibs on my kits. It's $4.99 a month, etc., etc. Plus, we have Table Talk Tuesday for my supporters, where I come in and I just talk for a few minutes, about 45 minutes to an hour, with my supporters group and all that good stuff. And we also do, newsletter once a week. We highlight some people's reads, focus on them. But yeah, friends. But this is a recording. This is a video for those of you. I don't want you to think this is live right now because it's a video. So I'm going to go ahead and upload this when I'm finished. But welcome everybody. Like I said again, this is the cute as can be wreath kit tutorial number 1632. Let me go ahead and bring you down so you can see what I'm going to be working on here. Now, we got the kit, we got the sign that I showed you. Now in your wreath kits, you have your 21-inch or your 2.5-inch B ribbon. It is the, this will be your funky bow ribbon. It's cut at 24 inches, dovetailed. These are your ribbon tails, and they are cut at 13 inches, and you'll need 9 each. 13 inches, 9 each. This is cut at 24 inches, and you'll need 9 each, okay? And also, we have curls. I'm making curls. Those cute little curl bundles. If you hear any background noise, it's just BFF working. This is a video. So, just letting her know, my friends. So, we know what's going on. Now, I'm going to go ahead and show you how to make your curls. So stinking easy. Well, I guess once you get the hang to it, let me not say it's so stinking easy, but because sometimes you can struggle with these things to get them looking a little cute, right? Sometimes that happens, but the white, the black, and this beautiful border stripe mesh is cut at 10 inches, and you'll need 18 each. 10 inches, and you'll need 18 each. And how I make them, I just kind of fold it over a little bit. See that right there? And then I'm just going to roll, 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 roll your boat. Now mine's not cut too straight, so we're going to have to see how this is going to turn out. It'll turn out just fine. Okay, I'm just rolling, rolling, rolling. Okay, and I kind of do it loose like. See that right there? Easy peasy. Let's go ahead and do this one. And I'll do this twice so you guys can see. For those of you who are wanting to make these curls and use them in your wreath. All right, crisscross 2 colors. Put the third one in the center. Give a little squeeze in the center. Use half of a pipe cleaner, which is included in your kit. Everything you see me using in this demonstration are in your kits, okay? So I'm just wrapping that around, tighten it. See that? Just tighten it. And then I'm going to snip that off. Go ahead and snip that off here. There we go. If you see any fraying, just go ahead and, clean them up a little bit. Clean them up, clean them up. There we go. There you are. Let's try this one more time. Okay. Once again, these are cut at 10 inches, and you'll need 18 each of the colors. Now, if you were only using 2 mesh for your curls, and you still wanted 3 rolls in your curl bundle, you can cut your 2 meshes at, you'll need 27 each of them. Okay, and then you'd alternate. Like if I was just going to do the white and the black, you'd do 2 black, 1 white, and then 2 white and 1 black. And you'd need 9 each of those bundles. So you'd need 27 each of those colors. But in this case, I'm using 3, so you only need 9 each of those colors. Okay. Then we'll just wrap it around, pipe cleaner. Let me turn this over just a little bit. Y'all don't need to be seeing me. You need to be seeing what I'm doing, right? Lift up those curls to get to that pipe cleaner, and it's tied off. And I'm tying them off pretty tight. Just be careful you don't snap your pipe cleaner. Of course, you could always get another one if you did that. No big deal. No big deal. Let me snip this. You see this little bit of fraying on the bottom of this? I'm going to go ahead and clean it up a little bit. Just clean it up a little. See that right there? This one has a little bit more than normal. But there you go. Now you have this nice, cute little curl bundle. All right, let me just clean my workstation. You know, those of you who watch me all the time, you know I like my workstation nice and neat. All right, let me go ahead and move my ribbons over here. Move my ribbons. In your wreath kit, you also have this 15-inch elevated work wreath form. There's 8 ties on the top and 10 ties on the bottom, all right? Now, you also have this 21-inch black deco poly mesh. We're going to use this as our base first, and we're going to do poops, all right? There you go. We're going to do 12-inch poofs on the top and 12-inch poofs on the bottom. There you go. I'm going to gather here at the end. Just kind of gather it like this. Okay. And if you're new to my page and you're wondering what the heck this is right here that my mesh is holding, that is the collapsible mesh roller from Susie's Wreath Shop on Etsy. Susie's Wreath Shop on Etsy. Okay. Now I'm going to open this tie. I'm going to place that mesh directly in that, between that tie. See that right there? Right between it. I'm going to take a zip tie. I'm going to zip tie right in the center. Now you don't have to do this. You can go ahead and tie it off if you want. I just like to zip tie my end. I feel like it's a little bit more secure every time I open that tie to put in my ribbons or other mesh or embellishments. But once again, this is a suggestion. Now, here we're going. We're going to go ahead and start with the poofs. 12-inch on the top, 12-inch on the bottom. Okay. 12-inch on top, 12-inch on the bottom. So how was your evening, BFF? She said, yeah. Did y'all hear that?
It is what it is.
She said, it is what it is, friends. It is what it is. It's another day. It's another beautiful day, right?
It's Friday.
It's a Friday, guys. If you're watching this on a Thursday, I'm recording this here on a Friday, in case you're wondering. And today is what? The 10th? The 9th. The 9th.
Yeah.
April 9th, 2021, my friends. And it is a gorgeous day again here in the Carolinas, where we are anyway. And the pollen, let me tell you, friends, oh my gosh. The pollen is like crazy pants. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I mean, yesterday, BFF and I were out sitting and just drinking or eating our lunch and sitting there for a few minutes before we got back into the shop to work. Because you know, once we get started, friends, it's like, there's no stopping. It's not like we come in here and we sit and do nothing. We're constantly doing something. But we were out there, and I'm telling you, my honey had cleaned off the tables and the umbrella and the chairs. I mean, he sprayed everything down nice and clean. And within like 3 hours, by the time we got out there, it had pollen all over it. Can you believe that? Crazy. Now, once again, doing 12-inch poofs on the top. 12-inch poofs on the bottom, in case, you know, somebody might be fast-forwarding this video. And you're wondering, how big are those? How big are those? Right? And I'm going to be using that expandable mesh over top of this, friends. I have some yellow expandable jute mesh. If you haven't seen that, oh, it's going to be, you're going to love it. I'm hoping anyway. I'm hoping. Okay. Get this moving here. There we go. Yes, indeed. BFF's trying to be really quiet, I can tell. And she has her sneakers on today, too. She ain't gonna be squeaking. There's no rain outside. Oh my gosh. So crazy. If y'all hear a little noise in the background, too, that's just our printer. Printing off some orders so we can get those shipped out today. Of course, Patricia, you'll have to the boxes. Friends, if she started making boxes right now, you wouldn't be able to hear me. It is like crazy pants with that tape. That tape is like loud. really, really loud. Really loud in my pants. Yes, indeed. But yeah, BFF has also been pulling out Christmas ribbons, and I've been so jealous.
Oh, yeah.
Been so jealous because she's been working on all that while I've been having to do things like this. Don't get me wrong, I love doing this too for you guys. No, don't get me wrong, but you know I love my Christmas stuff, and boy, I'm telling you, it was like I was pouting, I think, yesterday. If anybody could pout, it was me pouting yesterday.
She was. I have to say, she was.
Oh my gosh, I love it. But anywho, okay, now friends, we're coming down to the bottom. I'm opening that tie just like I did at the top, gathering this in my hand. Moving that little poof out of the way. Putting that right between that tie. See that? Now this is only a suggestion as well. You can go ahead and tie it off, but I'm going to use a zip tie to do it. I'm going to bring it around this way so I don't get it twisted in that tie. Alright. Let me snip that off. I like to keep everything nice and neat. Nice and neat, my friends. Nice and neat. Okay, now. Yeah, we're going to be rocking and rolling. Rocking and rolling. Alright. See how I'm just walking it with my hand to gather that mesh? If you don't have a collapsible mesh roller, it's okay. You can just maybe put your mesh down there and put something weighted right there so when you pull it or even behind it, you do what you have to do, right? Some people even throw it in their floor to do it. Do what you have to do. I would just, kind of make sure your floor is a little clean because you wouldn't want anything in your mesh, that's for sure. That's my thinking anyway. That is my thinking, friends. All right, now this is the first poof, and I make sure that this one is kind of really, looks really good. Not that I don't make all of them look good, you want to make sure all of them look good. There's that one, going on around. On my 12 inches. Now, if you're watching this as a video, remember at this part, you could just speed up your camera a little bit or fast forward. Do they even call it fast forward anymore? Because there's not a fast forward button. Just speed it up. Just slide it forward so that it's a video, honey. You want to say anything to the peeps?
Hello, people. Hello, people. Oh, this is going to be so cute, little bee.
Yes, it is.
They're just busy out here.
Yes, they are.
They just want to get into my building and they can't because it's metal.
That's right. We have bees everywhere here on the property, friends. I mean, everywhere. Oh, we have some snakes too. My honey saw another copperhead. Oh my goodness, I didn't tell BFF about that.
Yeah.
Way over there.
Way over there.
Way
Is this the one from
On the
a few
other
days ago?
Yeah, that's one.
Okay.
Oh,
Nothing new.
on the other side of the barn.
Just saying.
Next thing you know, Patty's coming in with metal sheets up her legs and covers nothing's going to bite me.
Yeah, that's it.
Give away cowboy boots to your knees.
Oh my gosh.
Go ahead, fight into that. Huh?
You hear, friends? This is what goes on in the morning sometimes. This is what happens here. Bright and early. Love it.
Sorry.
It's all right. I love it. Hey, you know what, friends? Because I'm recording this, and my followers, my BFFs, or not my BFFs, my faithful followers here on my page, y'all know. Y'all know I don't like talking to myself when I'm doing these recordings. So it's actually nice to have somebody in here to converse with while I'm actually doing something like this part of it. Right? And okay, I want to show you. Make sure that I lift up my poofs here and that they're the same size. If you do that all the way around, they're going to be pretty uniform, except for this one. I got that one like a little wonky. But that must have been BFF's fault when she's talking to me. And
No,
for
that
those
was your honey distracting you.
that was my honey distracting me. Friends, he does distract me. Y'all know he's got those cute dimples. That's all I got to say. He's got those cute dimples. Yeah, he distracts me a lot, but anywho, that's the way life is, right? That's the way it is. Oh, I got to take my allergy medicine today, too. Okay, friends. Alright. And see, I love using black bases as well. One thing's for sure. You want to make sure that this is going to stay down as much as possible because I want this thing to be too huge, but y'all know I like making the go big, go home kind of wreaths, right? Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Leslie, if you're watching this, girlfriend, You know what I mean. I'd make these big ones. A lot of y'all do. Y'all know what I do, and I do it well.
Oh, it should be.
Okay, here we go. Once again, 12-inch poofs on the top, 12-inch poofs on the bottom. I'm actually going to press down those poofs a little bit on the top with my overlay this time. Because with this particular wreath form, I could have done 10 inches on the top, but this mesh is pretty thin. As you can see through it quite well, but you won't be able to see through it when I finish. Remember, this is only the base, the foundation of the wreath. So, but when I put that expandable jute mesh over top of this, I'm thinking I'm going to just compress it a little bit on the top so it won't be so huge. I want to try to keep it around 8 inches in depth and not 10. And it's really easy to make them really big when you have this kind of a wreath form. And this is a Craig Bachman wreath form, and you can purchase these from Waterman's Loft, Deco Exchange, Craft Outlet, when they're all in stock, friends. When they're in stock. It's still kind of hard to get some wreath forms right now. But we do what we have to do, right? Okay, there's that one. Let me go ahead and snip this off. There's that. There's that one. Now, what you can do with this part that I cut off, you can put it in one of the poofs to hide it, or you can put it inside your wreath form like I am, just tucking it in there. Making sure I don't move my tie out of its place. You want to leave that right where it is so that when you put your ribbons and things like that, it's not going to go anywhere. And then, yes, I'm going to zip tie this one. Yes, I am. There we go. Snip this off. And put this on there. There we are. There. Now we have this beautiful black base to work with. Okay. I'm just going to make sure that those are kind of flat to my table there. There we go. But they do kind of get a little poofy. Twist those up a little. So they stay up. There we go. Now, in your kit, you also have this beautiful expandable yellow mesh. Don't you love this? I'm going to use this as the overlay. This is a 4-inch expandable jute mesh. Expandable jute mesh. Sorry, friends. I'm going to knock my sign off. That wouldn't be good. I'm going to find another place on my work wreath form. I'm going to open that tie just a little bit because I don't want my poof to pop out. And I'm just going to lay this on top of that black mesh. And yes, zip tie once again. You don't have to do that. Remember, everything you see me do is always a suggestion. Always a suggestion. There we go. Is it warm in here or is it just me, Patricia?
It's warm.
Whew. I think before it gets up to 80 today, whoops, that just went flying. I'm going to turn that air conditioning on. Be careful you don't cut your poof. That's kind of important. And don't puncture yourself with the, because that, my friends, is actually, it's wired. So there's wire in that. There we go. Let me turn my air conditioning up, friends. Hold the fort. Or should I say down? All right, now, I'm going to open that little one. I'm just going to take this, expand it just a little bit this time, go over top of that black poof. And it kind of reminds you of the honeycombs, don't it? Kind of reminds you of the honeycomb. That's why I love using this one over top. There we go. Now this one I'm definitely going to push down a little bit because it's a little high. Bring it down just top of that. There we go, perfect. Absolutely perfect. Love that. And it's pretty quick once you start doing it. This part of it, this expandable mesh, I love. Absolutely love. A lot of you have already seen me use this quite a few times. Now, for those of you who it may be your first time watching this, Waterman's Loft, I don't know if they still have any, but they may, and they may have, this is the 4-inch. They may still have some of the 2.5-inch, which is fabulous as well. If you want, you can use my affiliate link if you want to go check it out. It's craftymacstash.com, craftymacstash.com, and it'll take you right over to that website, to Waterman's Loft. And also Craft Outlet carried this too, but I think Craft Outlet is out, aren't they, Patricia?
Yeah, they were last time.
Yeah. Did y'all hear that? BFF said yes, last time she checked, they were out. Okay, now I'm coming down to the bottom, doing the same thing. Zip tying it in. I'm going to bring it this way though. So I want to make sure I don't get that twisted in that tie. Alright. Ooh, it even looks, look at that, friends. Doesn't that look just fabulous? Especially on this dark mesh. I love that, the black mesh. There we go. Now I'm going to go all the way around the outside as well. And I like to open, anytime I do an overlay, I like to make sure that it's opened like this all the way around instead of like twisted. It will lay better over your poof. I'm going to take that, go directly over it, open it up. And you can go back and adjust your expandable mesh once you get your wreath finished and it's hung up. I always like to do that anyway if I need to trim some of my ribbons. If I need to adjust my mesh in any way, or my embellishments that I may put on my wreath. And for those of you, I also use my 1.5-inch ribbon for my hanger. And I also like to use a placemat on the back of my wreaths. And this is for you newbies, because most of y'all that follow me know that anyway. And I really appreciate y'all following me too. I've been trying to get to 60,000 followers. It would be interesting a year from now if I watch this back and I said, friends, you know, we're getting so close to 60,000 followers.
We're within 500.
Huh?
We're within 500.
We're within 500. Yeah. Yay. See, I got that little twisted there, so we'll have to make sure I keep that. If I watch this a year from now, who knows? I may have 100,000.
Nice.
I might have 100,000 a year from now. And thank you guys for liking, following, and sharing my page. I appreciate that. That always helps. It helps, my friends. And because y'all continue to do stuff like that, I continue to come on and do my tutorials, sell my wreath kits, and I don't know, we just have a good old time. One of these days, I'm going to learn that program, Filmora, friends, and I can speed up through my videos like, you know, all these other people do. That way you won't have to sit here and hear me chat all the time. But a lot of y'all like that, especially when I'm live. Well, y'all tell me that anyway. Oh, yes, I absolutely love this. Look, BFF, how that is looking with that. It's going to be really...
Yeah, you're right. It does look like a honeycomb. Wow.
Oh, my gosh. That is just so amazing, isn't it? Love that look.
Is that the one with the bee gnome is going on?
Cute as can be.
The
Oh, yeah, the bee
one,
gnome.
Right?
Where's my bee gnome? Right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the bee gnome I'm going to put on it. Isn't that stinking adorable? I may cut off the little hearts on his little antenna things just because, you know, that to me represents... What does that represent to me? Valentine's Day. BFF wanted me to make this. I think it was a ladybug one, right? Yeah, a ladybug one. A ladybug gnome, but it had hearts on all over the sign. I'm like, I can't do that. It looks like Valentine's Day. And she's like, no, you can still do it, but I just couldn't do it. And same thing with those little hearts on that gnome there. I'm going to have to cut those off. All right, once again, I'm going to zip tie this on. And then we're going to put our little curls on here. Remember, friends, this is, when you make a wreath, it's layers. It's all about layers. I, for one, am a wreath maker type that I love a lot of layers. Because I don't like looking through and seeing through my wreath. I'm just pressing this down again. Try to keep it as not as high as, you know. I'm going to try to keep this around 8 inches, friends, around 8 inches. Especially for this bee thing. I'm going to push those back. Because sometimes the poofs on the outside is what makes it come up too. There we go. Now we'll go ahead and add some of these curls. All right. And I like to open my tie and just push my curls into it. We're going to do them in every tie. Every tie, my friends. Okay. Let me go ahead and bring the sign over so y'all can see how all of this is going to start coming together. All of the colors, right? This goes pretty quick. I've already prepared all of my curls, so you know, y'all don't need to see me make 30 curls, right? Y'all be like, Melissa, get on with this, my friend. Get on with this. It's going to be adorable. I'm going to move that little right there. And if you see that your expandable mesh or your poof is sinking down between those curls, go ahead and pull them back up because you want those up between those curls. All right? Well, that's the way I do it, so. But if you don't like if you don't mind yours being smushed, then, you know, go for it. Go for it, my friends. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. I keep looking up at my iPad to read the comments. Friends, like I said, this is a video, so I keep looking up. I'm going to be reading some comments, what y'all are saying. Now, when I get off my live, or when I get off this, and I upload this to my page, and I will try to go back and read some of your comments, since I obviously can't see them right now, right? Look how cute that is. Oh my gosh, I'm in love. Okay, that's the top. Let's go down around the bottom. I'm going to go horizontal with them. I'm going to go horizontal. Okay. Because if I go vertical, the bottom of that poof might push my wreath up a little bit higher, so I'm going to go horizontal. Okay. Isn't that pretty? See, I love seeing the black through it as well. Okay. Now the ones on the top, I went vertical. This is so stinking cute. Adorable. And I'm kind of just pushing a couple of those curls up at the top. Okay. Pushing them in. I untie my tie and I just push them in. See how this is falling down a little bit? You can go ahead and lift that back up there if you want. Same with this one. As I said, when I get it hung up, I will take a look at all of that again before I take my pictures and list it on my Etsy shop. And of course, I like to look at my wreaths too, unless I just put them in the bag. If they've been hanging a little while before they sell, which isn't too often, that's why I don't have too many in my Etsy shop, thank y'all very much. But I do like to look at it before it goes out the door. Pull this down. Push that right there. Bring this little curl up. There we go. more. Now this doesn't look too big, does it, BFF? I mean, that looks pretty good.
No, not compared to some of them.
Because I did it just a little bit different this time because of this wreath form. Trying to keep it. And so this is good because this is going to be about 8 inches in depth, which is my usual height for mine. All right. Oh yeah. Looks like it's trying to come up on this side just a little. I'm gonna push that back up before I put any of my ribbons on. I don't know, friends. I'm doing something a little different with these because of these frames. As y'all know, I love Sims Potteries frames, but right now they are completely out and they don't know when they're going to get them back in. There we go. Now look at that. Isn't that pretty? Love, love, love that. Love it. Yes, I do. All right, now we're going to go ahead and add my sign. Now, of course, you do have the Cute as Can Be wooden sign in your wreath kit. You have also 4 more chenille stems to attach to your sign. And I'm going to staple one on each end. Now, this is an arrow stapler that I picked up from Lowe's. And I use 1/4 inch staples. An arrow stapler. See that there? Arrow. And I use no bigger staples than 1/4 inch. And if you only staple it once, then I would probably hit that with a little bit of hot glue. I just go ahead and put 2 staples in. That way I don't have to heat up my hot glue gun for just that. Okay. There we are. And this one. Yep, this time is $4.99, friends. $4.99. I got it at Fox Gifts and Crafts in Lexington, North Carolina. It's a wonderful place if you live in near that area. Lexington, North Carolina, Fox Gifts and Crafts. If y'all go in there, say, hey, Melissa from Crafty Max sent me. Told me about you guys. They know me very well in there. Okay, here's the 4th one. Let's go on up here. And I'm going to put it in the center, and I'm just going to move those curls out of the way. I want the curls to kind of snuggle, hug my sign. Okay. Adorable. Move that one. Bring that one up. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move it back towards me just to see, and I may move my sign because right here I don't have any curls. So I'm thinking I might move it this way. No, and then I don't have them there, and I really, really kind of like them snuggling my sign. Let me just pull them back this way. No, I kind of really liked it the other way, even though I don't have no. Yep. Let's see here. I really like to have it up the top and the bottom more. So I'm going to do it just like this. I'm going to move those curls around a little bit. It's not a big deal, right? Way. Now don't be afraid to move your stuff. Just, try to be a little gentle with it. Now I'm going to move this back towards me and to make sure that it's centered. Oh, I have to tell you, that looks so adorable. So adorable in here. Okay. Now I'm going to go straight down where I attached that pipe cleaner. Reaching underneath just to grab a hold of it. There we go. I'm not going through my curls, just through my mesh, and I would definitely have to clean up that curl right there because it's fraying, because it's moving up against that sign. Okay, wrapping it around. I'll show you what I'm doing here underneath in just a moment. All right, and I like to go opposite ends. I did that corner. I'm going to come down and do this one. Okay. Go straight down, reaching underneath. See that right there? I'm pushing it down just a little. I like my signs snuggled in my wreath, not too far down, but just a little bit. Just a little. All right, tie that off. There we go. And we'll come over here and do the same thing. Oh, that's what I did. Come over here. Reaching underneath. You see a little bit of fraying going on? I'll have to take care of that. So for those of you who's watching this today is, once again, April 9th, 2021. It is still hard to believe. I don't know where that 2020 went. I just don't know, friends. This is the last corner. Okay, reaching underneath. Okay, we'll flip it over so I can show you. See right where this pipe cleaner is landing on that bar? That is where I'm tying it off. And I did the same. See that? Right above is where that is attached to that sign. So that's where I'm going to tie it off. If you do that, your sign hopefully stays straight for you. I know some of you guys struggle with your signs, but just keep at it. You know, the more you do something, the easier it does become. Just take your time when it comes with the sign. You don't have to be in a rush with it. Just take your time. All right, now, got this adorable sign. Look at that. That's pretty, just like that. You really don't even need, look at that, BFF. It's just pretty just like that, isn't it? Love it. All right, now, I'm going to do some cleanup on my curls. Just a little bit. Just a little. Especially this one right here. Just clean it up, friends. Just clean it up. Cute, cute. And I'll do that some more as I go. I did take my glasses off. Probably should put them back on. Pull that up here. There we are. I'm going to pull this back towards me one more time. Oh yeah, that is so cute. All right, now we're going to add some of these gorgeous ribbons. Once again, we have this ribbon. This is your Funky Bow ribbon, cut at 24 inches. You need 9 each. And you also have these wonderful ribbon tails. This is a 2.5 inch, 1.5 inch, cut at 13 inches, and you need 9 each. And this is a 2.5 inch ribbon too. And I like to start with my Funky Bow ribbon, and I like to start at the top of my wreath. It's just the way I do it. Now you can do however you want, right? However you want. Oh, you know, I do have that gnome. Hold on, friends. In your kits, you also have this gnome. If I had been thinking, but because I'm not going to take my sign off because I don't want to mess with my curls and things like that anymore. But if you want, you can take and put your sign down here, all right? And then you can sit your little gnome. I could probably maybe even still do it. Let me see. I don't know if I can. I think I need my steel pick machine over here to get that off. Yep. Oh gosh. No, the other one. That one. Yeah. Nope. Yeah. Get that off because I may be able to still stick him up there at the top. I think it's going to be a little too big, but I should have set my sign down further. Wasn't thinking. Oh, don't y'all love those steel pick machines? Oh my gosh, love that thing. So, thank you. See that? All right, now, let's see if I put him up here, if he's going to be a little too big. No. Oh my gosh, I'm going to put him right in the center. Oh my goodness. Look at this, friends. Oops, let me get my little ribbon out of the way. Look at that. Isn't that stinking cute? Except he's not centered. He's got to be centered. Oh my gosh. Look how cute. It's got to come over just a little more. Okay, now I'm going to turn on my hot glue gun. Let me show y'all. I didn't realize this was going to be this long. I forgot all about this little fella. So what you want to do, and I'm going to go, what do you think, BFF?
Oh, yes, I like him.
All right, so now what you're going to do, there's not any sandbags in him, so you don't have to worry about taking it out. But I am going to turn on my hot glue gun, and I'm going to use this wire. This is 22 gauge wire. All right. And I'm going to take, let's see, one, probably I'm going to need two. So I'm going to take about, probably don't need this much, but I'd rather have more and cut it off and you know, instead of not having enough and then having to take it back out and redo it. About 24 inches or so. Okay. It shouldn't take too long to do this. I'm just going to put this right in his little backside here. Yeah, poor little Nomi. He's okay though. He is okay. Okay, just going to twist it right here. And I don't really leave the two apart. I just kind of go ahead and twist those since I'm using two wires, one on the bottom and one on the top. No biggie. No biggie. There we go. And let's just go ahead and put a little piece right here as well. This is just to keep his little hat and head up where I want it to stay. Once again, this is 22 gauge wire. You can get it in green. I think you can get this gauged wire in just about every color now. Okay, just twist the nose. There we go. And we're just going to secure him right at the top. Right at the top, friends. But one thing I'm going to do, I'm going to snip off the little hearts. He doesn't need to be like a little Valentine Day. No. Right. Now I'm going to push this right down there. Because I'm going to snuggle him in here. Leave that right there. And make sure I got him where I want him. I'm going to reach underneath, grab a hold of that wire. And then I'm going to tie it off right onto that wreath form. And I want him snuggled in there. Now, I probably will not, I know I won't be putting any ribbons right where that tie is. All right? Which is okay. And hence, this is another reason when I attach something like this to my wreaths, that I like to start up at the top. This is another perfect example, because if I started at the bottom, came up, and I'd realize, oh, I really want a funky bow here and ribbon tails there, or two funky bows, you know. But that's just the way I do it. Okay, wrap that. And when you have two of the wires like that, it is a little bit more challenging to wrap them around, but you can do it. There's that one. Wrap it around. Make sure he's secure. And this is another reason why I like to put a placemat on the back of the wreaths, so that my customers won't get poked with any of those wires when you attach certain things. Okay. I'm going to go straight down through my mesh, but not my curls. I don't do my curls, remember? Yeah. You don't want to push it down too far. Just enough to hold that in place. Okay. Now I'm going to bring it back, turn it around so I can see what that looks like before I really attach that one. Oh, and then you can just curl his little hat. So adorable. Oh my gosh. Look how cute. I'm gonna tie that off a little better. His little hat, secure it. There we go. Now, what I like to do though, see how he can lift up there a little bit? I just take a little bit of hot glue and put right there on his little bottom, okay? Just right there on his little bottom. Be careful not to get it on your sign. And I'm going to attach his little bottom right to the center of that. Make sure his little feet are sticking out though. Gotta make sure his little feet are sticking out. I'm pulling it back towards me. Make sure he's as centered as I can get him. Oh yes. Now he's not going to come off. There we go. Now, easy peasy. All right, now let's go ahead and use our ribbons. Attach our ribbons over here. And once again, this is Cute as Can Be Wreath Kit number 1632. Trying to get that away from my hot glue gun there. I'm going to start up here at the top. This is a 2.5 inch ribbon cut at 24 inches, and you need 9 each. All right. I'm going to twist this ribbon tail around so that you can see those cute, adorable bees. Make sure you move your loop so they all line up. All right. Coming over here. And where I am holding that funky bow right there, I'm going to make a V with that tie. And right in the center of that V is where this part's going to go. Okay. Push it back up against it. And then I just wrap the twist tie around the back of that funky bow. Give it a little squeeze in the center and just fluff out your loop and then your ribbon tail. Look how pretty that is. Let's go ahead and do your other 2 ribbons together. I like to put my 1.5 inch on top of my 2.5. Now, if you were using 3 ribbons for your tails and you had 2 2.5 inch and 1 1.5 inch, I would put the 1.5 inch in the center. That's the way I like to do it. Whoops. That was just a little bit too much frame right there for me. Okay. Fan those out. Absolutely love this 1.5 inch ribbon. Love it. I may even curl those under a little bit. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this one. We're just going to continue to alternate. It's about a 4.5 5 inch loop. About a 4.5 5 inch. And we do have some tubing. We have some yellow jute tubing and some black metallic tubing that we're going to be using on this wreath. Okay, fluff it out, fan them out. There you go. Ooh, it is as cute as can be. It is cute as can be, friends. Fan those out. Now you can bring 2 of those up towards the sign like this if you want. But I'm thinking since I have those cute little curls right there, I'm going to keep them kind of more down this time. Sometimes I do that. Just depends on the look I'm going to go for. Look how sweet that is. Isn't that so cute? Red funky bow ribbon. I'm probably going to curl those ends under. No, just felt like I want to curl my ribbons under this time. I don't do that very often, but maybe because it's a bee wreath, I just feel like doing it this time. It got away from me. 4.5, 5-inch loop. And hopefully y'all can't hear my music. Facebook does not like you to have music on in the background. I was watching this other content creator, and they turned music on. They were asking everybody what kind of music they wanted to listen to in the background while she was crafting, and she had it up pretty loud.
Wow.
And I watch her quite often, and that's actually the first time I saw her do that. And I'm thinking I may contact her. Just, I'd hate for something to, you know.
She'll get a copyright ban on her page.
Yeah, that would be kind of bad. BFF just said she may get a copyright ban on her page. Friends, BFF and I have talked about this for several days now about copyrights, because we were talking about Disney and all of that, and you just got to be so careful when it comes to things like that, because a lot of these companies, they don't care why you use their stuff. They just don't want you using it if you're not allowed. So just be very careful when you're playing music. Even when I sing Happy Birthday, I probably shouldn't sing Happy Birthday that often.
You can, because it's open. It's free trade on that one.
Well, how come they're not allowed to sing them in restaurants? That's why a lot of restaurants has their own Happy Birthday song.
Well, it's because they're their own restaurants. They want to create their own birthday song.
You think that's what it is? I always thought that they weren't allowed.
No. Happy Birthday has been open use for 50, 60 years.
Well, I mean, everybody sings it, right, guys? If anybody has a birthday, how about if I sing to you? Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to whoever's birthday it is today. Happy birthday to you.
I'll make sure to watch it on my birthday this year so you don't forget.
Will you? Oh my gosh. Everybody's going to be posting this now. Boy, I got to watch this on my birthday. I don't care if it's August. I'm going to watch it. Okay, now see here, friends? See how that ended up? This is one of the reasons why I start up at the top with my ribbon. See how I have a funky bow there and a funky bow there? It's beautifully balanced. Absolutely love this. Now I'm going to go around the outside. Around the outside. Okay. And you've got to remember, friends, don't worry if it's not perfect. Your wreath, it depends on whoever is putting the twist ties on your wreath form. Sometimes they have them a little further apart on one, and a couple of them may be too close. Don't worry about it. It's still going to be gorgeous. Your customer or you will love it. If you're making it for yourself, it's okay. I'm definitely trimming these ribbons. I don't like that one being that long. And I may even end up trimming a little more. I don't know. We'll see when I get it hung up. Okay. Yeah, and BFF, you were even talking about, you found some Disney things that they can use.
Yes. Yep. Because they have, the copyrights on them have expired.
Did you hear that, friends? Because the copyrights have expired on some of the Disney stuff, but always check with Disney.
Yeah, do your research.
Yeah, do your research. And you know, don't even ever listen to us. If it's something that you may be interested in and we're saying, friends, we think you can do this now, but still do your own research, because the last thing we want is for you to, you know, take advice, not just from us, but from really anybody. Do your own research as well.
Go to the horse's mouth.
Yes, do you hear that? We have said go to the horse's mouth, and that is so true. So stinking true. It's almost like if somebody is saying something and you're like, oh, I don't know if that's true, or somebody's repeating something that somebody else said. It's like, I don't know about that. Well, guess what? Just go straight to that person and say, did you say this? Whether it be good or bad, you know. You just want that confirmation yourself. You want to hear it. You want to see it. I'm one of those touchy-feely kind of people. I like to take care of situations when they arise. I'm not one of these people that just lets things fester. I'm not a fester. Are y'all a fester? I'm not a fester. I deal with things and I just move on. Wait, that's what you do. I don't hold grudges. Grudges, no. Grudges are a waste of time. Too much energy. You know, just love people. Move on. I don't even know where this is coming from this morning, but maybe somebody listening to this, you never know, may need to hear this. So just love people. Be kind. And if they can't be a part of your life, wish them well. Right? Wish them well. And that way you'll enjoy your life a little bit more too. Right? We're almost finished with the ribbons. And then I will add the tubing, and we're going to call this one complete other than the hanger. And my placemat on the back. And see how these ribbons are starting to line up a little bit? Don't let that worry you. Like I said, it's how people attach the twist ties. I didn't attach these twist ties. I bought this wreath form with the ties already on it. So I had no control of that. No control whatsoever. And this one right here, I might leave that one. Might leave that one. I just love all of these ribbons with this wreath. So I love this because of the white on the sign. And because of the sides here, that little striped look. Love it. Love it, love it. Turn those under. I always tell my customers too, when you get a wreath, do my wreaths, and when you take it out of the box, make sure you hang it up and start fluffing your ribbons back out. Because I actually put my wreaths in the bags and for shipping, because you never know what UPS may do with a box. It may be sitting out on your in your driveway or something, getting rained on. So if it's in a bag, the box may get damaged, but your wreath will be perfectly okay. So you'll have to fluff out your ribbons, which is easy to do. You just kind of, take your hands and fan them out.
You gotta hurry up and finish.
Good or bad?
It's good.
Oh, okay.
Somebody's got wreath forms.
Oh, really?
Yes.
A lot of wreath forms? Woo, friends.
Yep.
Do I know this person?
You know the site.
Okay.
He's sold out.
All right, here we go. I'm just kind of curving these a little bit. I don't know, it looks kind of fun with this bee wreath. I love it. Almost like a place where they can go in and out, or a little flower that they can go in and get some little nectar, Okay, I'm going to have one ribbon tail left over because I didn't use it right there where that gnome is. I mean, you could go ahead and put ribbons right there, but I wouldn't, because they're going to get smushed where he's sitting. But you can. I've done that before. It just depends on what size the sitting is, whatever the sitting embellishment is. I'm definitely trimming these. It may even need to be trimmed a little more, but and I'll wait until I get it hung up. Let's do the last one. Then we're going to do that tubing. And I'll show you what this looks like. always seems so strange to me not looking up reading comments, that's all. It's just weird. I'm so used to doing that. This is what, yeah. So this is what we have so far. Oh, that's so pretty. All right, now in your kits, you have this yellow jute tubing and you have the black metallic. There we go. I'm going to use my Bow Dabra as my third hand. You can get these Bow Dabras from, well, most craft stores have them. You can even get them off of Amazon. I think they're about, I don't know, $19 now. They have gone up in price a little bit. They were only like $10 when I got mine. So they've doubled in price for whatever reason. That. And this is about 15 to 16 inch tubing. Do not go over 16 inches or you will not have enough for your wreath. Now, of course, we're not going to put any in that tie, so you'll actually have a little extra. Just a little. So cute. See what that tubing does? Tubing is like the sprinkles on the cupcake. I love it. I kind of open that tie a little bit. There we go. Oh, it's so cute. So adorable. Let's see, I didn't open that one because I had plenty of tie right there. So I didn't feel the need to do that. Or that one. I guess I don't always have to be chatty on my videos, do I? I can just show y'all what I'm doing. That way y'all may even have a television on right now watching, which is okay too. Okay, this one's a little short, so I'm going to open that tie so I can get my tubing in there. Tie it off. All right, friends, I'm going to bring y'all up so you can see how stinking cute this is. Hello, my friends. Hello. Move that trash can out of my way. Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh, my goodness gracious, friends. That is just so adorable. It really is sweet. Anybody coming up to your door could just love this. Absolutely love this. And I love seeing the black. I love all that. Look, BFF. Isn't that stinking cute?
Oh, that is cute.
I love the white, the 1.5 inch white and black. Now, this is the ribbon, this 1.5 inch right here. The white and black is the one that I'm going to use for my hanger on the back. Now, I will put probably either a yellow or a black placemat on the back, just cleaned up. And if you haven't seen how to do that, I do have a video pinned at the top of my page. I'll probably redo that periodically, but there is one right there if you want to see how to do that. It's only about 10 minutes long. So there you go, friends. For those of you who purchased this kit, thank you so much. Enjoy having fun making your gorgeous, gorgeous, cute as can be. Thank you, friends, and I'll see you soon. Bye.